This is a dice bag. Hey there, my name is Pam, and today I'm going to show you how to make a simple dice bag. Not this dice bag, of course. This bag was purchased and by the looks of it required a little bit of sewing. The bag I'm hoping to make today doesn't require any sewing and is hopefully the easiest bag to make. The materials you will need for this project are as follows. You'll need some suede, some grommets, grommet setter, some lace, hole punch, scissors, pencil, a plate, a bowl, just something round. No, not like that. Now that we have all our materials gathered, you're going to want to inspect your suede or fabric to see which section is best to cut out your bag. Open up your fabric. So we're going to just find a spot where our bowl can sit on. And that kind of like looks nice on the outside. Once you've found that area, flip your suede over to the back side and place your plate or round object that you're going to use to pattern your bag off of in that area. Then trace around it with a pencil. So all we need to do is be able to see our mark. So my circle mark. Woohoo, yay. So we're basically just going to cut out our circle as best we can. When cutting fabric, it is best to use long cuts and turn the material as you go. Short cuts will result in jagged edges around the circle. Ta-da! A relatively good circle. This is going to be a tiny bag. Whoa. Use a ruler or a straight edge for the next part. Basically, you'll want to mark equal spaced marks for the holes around the edge of your circle. With my first attempt, I only made 8 holes around the outside edge of the circle. And I realized after I'd laced it up that it wasn't enough and there was a lot of bulging of fabric out of the sides. So the ideal amount of holes that I discovered that I needed around the outside edge was about 16. No matter how many marks for holes that you have, you'll want an even number of holes. Make 16 marks around the edge, as equal distance apart as you can get them. I spaced mine so they were approximately 3/4 of an inch away from the edge of the fabric as well. When all your holes are marked, you can punch them out with your hole punch. We're gonna punch some holes. Arguably, this might be one of the best parts and a good stress reliever. Then all you need to do is thread the lace through the holes, starting from the outside to the inside, and then going in and out of the holes until you come out again. Oh yay, we did it! We did it! Ah, we did it! It's so cute! I'm a cute little bag. Let's make a bigger one.
Several days later.
Hi, we're back! Let's make a bigger one. And in order to do that, you need something that is a bigger circle basically to trace around. And you can do this one or two ways. So this one, I did use a plate for it, and the plate was a little bit too tiny because my brain did not realize that the radius of the object used, in this case my plate, would basically turn out to be the length of your sack. So I need a bigger round thing. A large mixing bowl. And the diameter of this large mixing bowl from end to end is just over 12 inches. So yeah. I'm going to use my big bowl to make a bigger sack. For this bag, we'll be using the grommets I mentioned earlier. You really don't need them for this project. If cost is an issue for you, just leave the grommets out. All they help was reinforcing the holes that you made so that they don't tear. So if that's going to be a concern for you, then definitely use them. But they're not necessary. The small bag, I ended up just leaving it without grommets in them. And it's small enough, you know, if there's nothing real heavy in it, it's probably going to be fine, especially if you're using it for a costume piece. Again, I traced around my round object on the back side of the suede. I don't know about everybody else, but I've been a little unhinged lately, and I kind of like it. And now, we cut. Ooh, she's getting better at cutting out circles. So exciting. Then divided the suede and marked 16 spots for holes around the edge, 3/4 of an inch from the outside edge of the circle. If you are using grommets for this, when you punch your holes, you're going to want to make sure that your holes are not too big for the grommets that you're using. So you can figure this out by taking your holes and your grommets and just putting one of the grommets over your hole punch and making sure it's roughly the same size. So if it's snug on your hole punch, then it's probably good. You can also test this on a scrap piece of suede before you inevitably ruin your project. So just punch holes in your suede, and if you have enough grommets, then use one to practice with first on that scrap piece of suede so you don't accidentally ruin your hard work by choosing the wrong size. Honestly, I did this because I hadn't used grommets or a grommet setter before, and I wanted to make sure I was doing it correctly before I ruined all my hard work. And you're going to punch out all your holes once more. So now we take our hammer, our little anvil grommet setter, our grommets, and all of our tiny little holes. And then we proceed to set all of these teeny tiny grommets. Hammer that looks like a cinnamon roll. Echo soft lace. Aww, that's so cute. So depending on what you want to do with your sack and what you might be storing in your sack, where you might be hanging your sack, might determine how long you want to make your lace that's in your sack, keeping your sack closed. So here's the length of the one using a 12-inch diameter. This is the one I made using, I think this one was like a 9-inch diameter because it's around 4 inches in length. The radius doesn't exactly quite equal the length of it because, you know, you're gonna account for some of this width at the bottom. So 5.5 inches long. That's some incredible shrinkage. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Pam, and this has been Total Pamarchy, the craft channel with a little anarchy. If you enjoyed this video and would like to watch some more unhinged crafting chaos, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. Until next time, bye.